Hello, welcome everyone. We are getting there. We are going live on many platforms at once. And sometimes that takes just a minute to get started. Hey everyone, it's good to have you with me today. Hey Cindy, and hi Andrea, and Andrea Jackson. Welcome. I'm so happy to see all of you today. I'm glad that you're here. Today we'll be doing, I'd really prefer if you ask very specific questions. So much better than just asking, can I get a message from the other side or something like that. And generic questions get generic answers. Okay, so if you have something specific that you want to know, or you want me to take a look at your astrology chart, you can put your chart in the chat. You can put your chart in the comments and I will take a look at it. You can also send it to me. And I'm also happy to kind of tell you what's going on. There is an eclipse right now that is sort of warming up. And that eclipse will be in Virgo Pisces axis. An eclipse always functions out of both sides. So that essentially means that there are people, that it will be between Virgo, which is very much about organization and life and communication and health and wellness, and Pisces is sensitive, is Pisces tends to be spiritual, tends to be sort of psychic in a way, and so the lunar eclipse will be there, which is actually September the 6th, and the solar eclipse will be September 21st. So make sure you take a look. If you do have your chart, make sure you take a look at the Virgo Pisces axis, okay? It's very important that you do that so that you can have a good idea about what's happening in your life. If you happen to know what house that's happening in, I'll be happy to try to tell you what part of your life that would affect. If you have any placements in Virgo or Pisces, it will be more intense for you. Okay, and so that will be happening for all of us. There will be a great reveal. There's lots of other things happening too, such as Uranus going retrograde and Saturn going back into Pisces. It's very close, and we'll be headed over there very soon. And when that, as Saturn and Neptune move away from each other, we will experience a sort of great reveal, is what I would call it. And essentially that means that there's a revelation, there's some part of you that becomes aware of things, okay? And I think that will be very important. Okay, so I just want to let you all know what's going on in the astrology and the stars. It's very important. So it's important for you to understand what's happening. There was something some sort of video running in the background, and I was like, what is that noise? Somebody is talking. Hey Maya, how are you? So I'm encouraging you all to put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. Let me know if you have a specific question, a psychic question. If there's a certain spirit, can you please be specific about who you'd like to connect with? A specific question gets a specific answer. If you just say I'm open to messages, then it could be anybody. It's good to have you with me, Maya. I'm pretty good. I'm feeling it, and I'm glad you're all here. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on energetically for all of us. I think as a collective, I think a lot of us are kind of whew, I think we're kind of, I think we're changing, we're transforming, you know? Um, and so as we transform and as we change, I think that we will become more aware of things. We will, certain illusions would be sort of revealed. Okay. And so, and I think it's just important that if you have certain, things that are sort of hidden, that you probably have things hidden from you at this time. And so you might just want to explore other options. Okay. All right, Maya. Yes, I do remember actually commenting, and actually, oddly enough, her picture rings. I don't usually connect to pictures. I usually connect to the person because for me, I believe that most spirits that pass on that are connected to you are actually around you. So, by the way, if you have a question, please put it in the comments so I can address your question. Would love to answer questions. I've been a medium for a very long time. I've been a witch for like 30 years. And I'm generally pretty open to a lot of different things. And I have a lot of different perspectives, and I'm also an astrologer and a tarot reader, and so you can feel free to ask any questions you like, okay? And also please ask specific reading type questions so that I can tap in. Okay, so Maya, I do remember a picture of your mom, so I'm going to just tap into you for just a minute, because I did encourage you, because I was pretty sure I would get a better message if I tapped directly to you. Okay? Maya's mom. Oh, man, she's such a sort of, I want to call her just the mama energy. She has this mama energy, and she just wants to reach out and just hold on to you. Now, while she wasn't perfect, she was very good at letting you know that she loved you, and you felt her love, Maya. I feel like you knew she loved you, and she's reaching out right now, and she's just like this. I hate to say big mama, because it sounds like sort of like pop culture or something, but that's what keeps coming through. I'm not usually kind of like that, I'm not usually a pop culture kind of person. But she feels that way. It feels like she's holding you. Can you give some evidence for her? Now she steps back with sort of one eye up, almost in a sort of sarcastic way. And she's like, my love isn't like that kind of thing. Was your mom a little bit, colorful? I would call her colorful. It has nothing to do with her skin tone. I would say in her personality. What's her personality? Well, meaning that, she would tell you who you were. She would tell you, she would kind of say things to you that were she wouldn't be afraid to tell you how it is. That's a good way to say it. Okay? She wouldn't be afraid. Now, Maya said, yes, her energy is amazing. I've been down so bad this last 2 weeks. My money got stolen. I don't know if it was my ex or my old friend, but I just been so down. Yeah, that's her personality. She would check me quick and get my head on straight. I asked her for more evidence so that, evidence. And she was like, my love isn't enough. She literally stepped back and put her eye up. Okay, literally. If I was to imitate her, that's the way she behaved when I asked her for more evidence. By the way, yeah, a little bit sassy. That's exactly what I'm saying. Sassy. Exactly. By the way, I think she said it is your ex. I don't know how your ex did it, but anyway. She says, yes, her personality, she would check me quick, get my head on straight. And yes, my mommy, oh my God, sassy. Yeah, super sassy. And I love her, though. Like, you love her in a way because you know where you stand with her. She lived on honesty. She was an honest person, and that honesty made her very authentic and real. Made it easy to believe that she loved you. That's beautiful. I think the reason she's coming through to you right now is because she wanted you to know that it was your ex for some reason. So I think you're right. And she just wanted you to know that. That's why she's coming through in this moment. She said that's the most important thing she had to tell you. And so she just wanted you to know that because she's one of the most honest people you ever knew. And since she's one of the most honest people you ever knew, that kind of leads you to, well, she's just saying that she's a very honest person, and I think you know that. And not that you wouldn't believe a spirit. I mean, spirits don't usually lie. And so I'm just saying that she's definitely, I mean, she's saying that you're acting. She keeps just repeating that, so that I can't mistake it for anything else. In fact, I don't even remember who the other person was that you accused. I'd have to scroll up to take a look. Yeah. Wow, I still don't see it. So, okay, my ex or my old friend. Yeah, and so she wants you to know that this time of feeling down also will pass. Okay, she's got you. She's got your back. And you're right to think that it's your ex. I feel like she feels your stress, but she's trying to hug you, comfort you in this image. I kind of see you kind of leaned over like this, and she's around you. And she just has a very sweet smile. Very loving and kind and sweet, Maya. Anyway, I don't feel like we need to go much deeper here in the public realm. But she said I said enough. So I'll just leave it at that. Okay, Maya? So just so you know, your mom is with you. Your mom is absolutely with you. And she is listening to you, and she's here to help you. Okay? I want to scroll up. Someone else asked a very specific question. Emily asked, when will I hear from the male Gemini again? Didn't you ask me that last night? Emily, I'm going to just do I'm just going to take a look at my cards right quick for you. I have some really great cards that are really great for relationships. They're actually an erotic deck, and so I can't always hold it up. I might if it's clean enough. So, when will Emily hear from the Gemini male partner friend? When will she hear from him again? Will she? Oh, Wasn't that interesting? Well, it's a very interesting card because I asked, and first of all, so you can see there's like a female with her legs hanging, and this guy still has her foot. And this is very much a you left me, you're taking off type of experience. The gender doesn't have to be the same, right? But the interesting part is right down here in the corner. I know you may not know astrology, but that is the Gemini symbol, and the circle with a dot in it is the sun. So this I'm pretty sure they've left, and I'm pretty sure that it's kind of over, Emily. I'm not sure that that you will. Enough. I think, especially with Gemini, oops. Okay. TikTok is freaking out. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not really sure why it's freaking out about something about a brand or something. Anyway, the only brand here is me. And I do have sort of adult cards, but this is not an adult picture. It's a woman's leg. So anyway, so in this card, I just want to let you know, as a tarot reader, this particular card has very much to do with them letting go. So Emily, I'm not sure they're coming back. Okay? So I just want to say that. Alright. Oh wait. Andrea Jackson. She would love a message from her father, from her dad. Andrea's dad, Andrea's dad, Andrea's dad. He says, you know, he's a skeptic. Was he a skeptic? Was he not really, like, was mediumship not really quite his thing, Andrea? He's saying, you know, that he's kind of laughing at your choice to ask for him or something. And he thinks that's kind of funny. That's interesting. So just make sure that you everybody ask specific questions so I can give you specific answers. Okay. So, Andrea, that immediately what I get from him is kind of a laugh, is kind of like, this isn't really, like, he's kind of like he was a little skeptical. He said that he might have sometimes watched some shows about it, but outside of that, he wasn't exactly the type to go see a medium. So that's all. He's just kind of laughing. And he shrugs and he says, what do you want me to say? Like that? Was he kind of like, did he struggle with communication in life? I feel like that's what's going on. Okay. I love specific questions. Okay. So Cindy said, I just want to know if they are truly okay. Of course they are. What bad would happen to them, Cindy? If they know how much I love and miss them. Absolutely. They're with you all the time. They know for sure that you love and miss them. Do my mom and dad and sister watch over me? I have more family on the other side. Okay, you know what? This is a very common question. And it's kind of sad to me that our culture is kind of so sideways that we can't realize these simple things, that when a person dies, that they're just fine on the other side. So I'm not sure what people think could happen to people on the other side. And when I ask that question, most people don't have really a good answer for me. So they're kind of like, yeah, I don't know why I'm worried about that. And maybe it's just because you haven't seen them, and so you're used to seeing them, and so now you're worried about them. So let me just start off by saying, when a person passes on to the other side, that is, their soul goes to one place. There's no bad place to go. There's nothing bad that can happen to the spirit. There's nothing, no one is damned. Nothing like that happens. It's silliness that was created by a system that was meant to control you. Okay? And Cindy, I would also say that your family absolutely watches over you. And let me just share a little story. I think I can make it nice and short. I had open heart surgery, and during that open heart surgery, they had to I kind of had to almost die. But I didn't. But you know, they had to put my heart on a machine, okay, so that they could do what they needed to do to my heart to help me function in a better way, okay? And so they, and during that time, I believe I traveled to the other dimension. And the weird and interesting thing about it was when I woke up, I don't feel like I was totally connected back into this dimension. In fact, I feel like I kind of slowly landed over several days. And during those days in the hospital, I just couldn't believe it, because everywhere I looked, every single person that I seen had another spirit next to them. Like literally, they, like the nurse would come in, the person changing my trash had a person next to them, the person bringing in my food, the person, I mean, it was just really weird. And for days, every person that I looked at in the hospital that was just working there had numerous spirits around them. And I could literally see them like little shadows next to them. And sometimes little like sort of orbs or entities around them, okay? And this happened to every single person that I came in contact with, including my spouse. And I seen the spirits around them. So let me just say, when someone dies, they are with you, always. Nothing happens bad to them, and in fact, they become your spirit guide. So stay open to listening. And that you probably have an entire army of friends over there, Cindy. An entire army of spirits and whatnot that are walking with you. Okay? So don't, there's no need to worry about your family members on the other side. Nothing bad will happen to them. Okay? Hi, Mary Beth. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. Mary Beth, it's better if you ask a specific question. So if anyone has a question as you're joining in, as people are starting to join in on the live, you can ask a specific question and you're likely to get a specific answer. If you ask a generic question, I'll probably give you a generic answer. Okay? So, and Mary Beth said, when will my marriage reconcile? Will Mary Beth's marriage reconcile? Mary Beth, I think you might want to wait till the end of the month before you make any decisions about your relationship, because I feel that there will be some things revealed. Okay? All right. And Cindy said, my sister Barb, who passed in October last year, suffered so much. I hope she is at peace. Of course she is. And does she watch over her kids? Of course she does. Her oldest is struggling. They're struggling lots of course. Yeah. I'm sure that Cindy, your sister, let me see if I can connect with your sister and see what she says about her children and ask her a specific question about her children. Barb. Barb says she's nervous because you've asked her to be on stage and she's a little bit anxious in front of a huge crowd of people. Was she kind of not the show-off type, if that makes sense, Cindy? She's not real comfortable sort of being in front of or talking in front of groups of people. And she said that she doesn't feel comfortable talking about it in public. So let me ask if she has something else to say. Barb, do you have something for your sister? Your sister. She's showing me herself with an animal. Feels like a cat or a dog. It's a small animal in her arms. And she says she's fine. She's great and everything's okay and not to worry about her. And she's very reassuring. And she wants you to know that she's A-okay. She's also showing me painting. I think she's painting something. Was she an artist of some sort? Did she, like, not like professionally or whatever? Like, I just mean like casually. Okay. Okay. Donna. Sarah would like to hear from Donna. Sarah would like to hear from Donna. Sarah would like to hear from her grandma. Sarah, did your grandmother have something in her left side, and it feels very internal? I feel like she's like this could be a gut thing or something like that, Sarah. It could also be like, I'm trying to think what organs are over there. And like currently, like it's down here in the gut area, but it's sort of in the back area. So it almost makes me feel like the liver or it almost makes me like bring up an anatomy map of the human body. And it could have the wrong side. Occasionally I get the wrong side of things. But let me ask her which one it is instead of making it feel. Let me ask her. I think it might be like the liver or something, Sarah. Okay? So it could be pancreas or something. It feels like it affects the whole body. Okay? Feels like it affects the whole body. Okay? So I'm just gonna say that. So that would be like diabetes or something like that. Blood sugars. Hey Nelia, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You're welcome, Cindy. Cindy's validating what I said. Yes, she says. Yes. Okay. All right. Is my Steve around? Does he have any messages for me? I miss him so much. Nelia, you want to know about Steve. Nelia. Nelia, he's I feel like he's in like a convertible car, and he's kind of cruising. Did he like cars? Did he like to cruise? You know what I mean by cruise? So it feels like he's cruising, and he's reaching out for you. He just wants you to know that he's okay. Like he's kind of smiling, and he's cruising. Like I don't know if that's like symbolic or if he actually likes cars, you know. Okay. Mamoni, she wants to know, I miss my son so much. What should I look for signs from him? Mamoni's son, Mamoni's child. What kind of signs are you sending? Are you stressed and then are you stressed and then hearing you know what happened there? Why the group's not going well. Are you stressed and then like hearing certain music or something like that? Because at first he showed me you stressed, which of course you are, and then he showed me like certain songs coming on and that or music that reminds you of him. So just so you know, okay. Oh, and literally he's got his hand on like sort of on your back here, and he's kind of like putting his hand on you like, it's okay, Mom, like that, like almost like he's kind of leaning around you and kind of leaning into you, trying to give you some love, Mamoni. Okay. Hi, Chelsea. Kayla wants a message from her grandmother. Kayla's grandmother. Kayla, she wants you to go out under the moon, in the moonlight. She says she can reach you there. She says you can hear her there, under the stars. There might even be some water or something nearby. I feel like that moon is reflecting. So a reflecting moon on the water could be something about emotions or something like that. Kayla? But yeah, she's that's what she showed me, a moon. Hi, Annie. Welcome. Hey, Mike, Greeley. Cindy was like, yup. And so it sounds like it was accurate for you, Cindy. I'm so glad it was. You know, we can always go deeper in a reading. Chelsea said, my dad had a daughter that passed at age 9 several years before I was born. I always wondered if she was my guide or if I could possibly be a reincarnation of her. You could be a reincarnation of her, Chelsea. I don't know why you never felt like you belonged. I mean, a reincarnation are usually meant to be. That might be some other astrology placement of yours. Makes me think about your astrology, and it makes me think like your dad had a daughter that passed at 9. I mean, the fact that you're suspicious that you're reincarnated of her makes me think that you are. Okay. But look and see where your south node is in your chart, Chelsea. What house is it in, what signs it in, and what conversation, like what lines are coming to it, and what planets is it connected to. Lamone said, my son's death certificate says undetermined, so I'm not sure how he really passed. Is there any way you can help me with that, please? Okay, I'm assuming your name is Crystal, Lamoni? Says it's complicated. probably would be more accurate, Mamoni, to do an astrology reading. To be honest with you, I feel like mediumship can easily be misinterpreted by me, even with 30 years experience, even a really good medium. And I feel like that's a really important thing to know. And I just want to let you know it's probably and he is showing me an astrology chart, and he's twisting it around, showing me that like it changed. And so whatever happened is probably in his chart. And that's that astrology. It's called a mediumship grief reading, or grief mediumship reading, astrology death chart, astrology mediumship death chart reading. Let's connect 101 to get that answer accurately. Okay? I don't feel like asking on here is a good way to get that answer, just because it's a really deep question, and I think that would be more accurate in his astrology. And he's telling me that too. So Cindy said her son. Well, I'm not sure what the question is, but she's saying no, not really. Meaning she wasn't really public. She wasn't really like a person to step on stage and talk to hundreds of people. I mean, that's what we're talking about right now. Sarah said diabetes. There we go. Okay. All right, Sarah. So there you go. Sounds like your grandma is with you. No worries. All right. Donna said, does my mom come through? Donna's all messed up. Donna, yes, your mom is around. Her energy is shifting. I believe she's about to be reincarnated. Just so you know. Mike said, hi, house. If possible, I'd like to hear from my grandma. Nelia. Yeah, he liked cars? Yeah. So he's cruising. So now you know he's good, right, Nelia? Right. Thanks, Maya. Oh, thanks. Kayla said, just last night I was out watching the stars. See what I mean? Chelsea said we had different mothers. I don't think that matters, Chelsea. I don't think that matters. You're still part of probably the same soul circle. Hi, Bianca. Okay, Cindy wants a message from her mom. Okay. Hi, Amy. I'm sorry we didn't go live. There was something, I got an error about going live in the group. I'm not sure if it's a Facebook thing. But, okay. I'm new here. You left a comment under my daughter and dad's picture. Oh, I remember now, Amy. Yes. Okay. I feel like your daughter's working on coming back. She's working on coming back. But your father is holding space for her. So I'm pretty sure, Amy, you're good in that regard. Like he's taking good care of her. Yeah. So, I feel like he's just kind of a big space holder. Was he the type of guy to just kind of hold space for people to be themselves? Was he just kind of that guy? He feels like he was. And your daughter says it's her turn to come back. So, it's her turn to come back. So, hey, welcome back, MB. Welcome. Good to have you. I'm pretty sure your daughter, Amy, is on her way back. And your father, he's being really clearly holding space for her to do that. So, I'm not sure what that's about. So Cindy said he had issue. You mean her son had an issue? And that could be true, Cindy, but it sounds like your sister's not real keen to have that conversation here in public. Okay. Anyway. Brianna said, hey, Hollis, I did it. I quit my job, client. I quit my job today. I took my power back. I hope now I can refocus and get back into doing readings and spiritual self. I got a coffee on the way. 777. I also got my kids dinner and they gave me and they gave me $5 for change. All right, Brianna. This sounds really important. Sounds like you really need to do that. I'm so glad you made that change, Brianna. You're back on task. It sounds great. Good for you. Good for you, Brianna. There you go, Sarah. Look at that. It's funny when we ask for specific things, we get exactly what we asked for. Terry said, I know my husband Chuck died from pulmonary fibrosis, but he walked to another room that morning. What happened that he passed so quick in that room? Terry, he's just saying it's an illusion. It's an illusion. That's what he's saying. It's an illusion. So I think there's some illusions around this. Even his experience was an illusion. Like the fact that he even walked to the other room was an illusion. In other words, like, I don't think anything specific happened in that particular room. And I don't think it had something to do with that room. But, maybe we can be more accurate if we look at the astrology. Asking about things that happened when people died is best answered by the astrology because it will be more accurate. Okay, so if I do a reading that no one else does in the world, which is called an astrology mediumship death chart reading, and they're very special because it's also known as a cosmic grief reading. It's right at the top when you click book now. It's the very first one that comes up because it's my most popular reading. You can search my name in the group and you'll see hundreds of reviews. That reading is like no other mediumship reading you've ever had, and I could take a deeper look at exactly what was going on and give very specific details. And he's very much showing me Neptune, which usually means illusions and delusions. It usually means it appears to be one way, but it's actually some other way. So be aware of that. Okay. All right, Terry. Michelle said, does my brother Danny like how I had his car done? He didn't get the chance to have it done. I just wondered if he does. Did you do some sort of restoration business or something? He's showing me a car with a smile on the front of it. I was thinking my grandson the other day was showing me cars that he thought were cool, and one of them had a grill on the front, and it reminded. And I said, "It looks like the car is smiling," and he said, "Hey, it does look like the car is smiling." So I think you're good. Yes, Michelle, I think you're good. So I don't know if it's like a now I don't remember what type of car that was, but maybe it's some sort of like sports car, a sports car. Sports car. Nelia asked, can our loved ones do things like cover us with a blanket while we sleep? Or was I the one who did it and can't remember? They can. It takes a lot of energy to do that, Nelia. But they can. They can. They can also like sort of guide you to do it, especially if they're your spirit guide. Nelia's laughing. I bet he's loving every moment of him cruising. Yeah, in his car. Yeah. Hey, Sarah said, you rock, Hollis. You're appreciated so much. Hey, thanks, Sarah. Brittany and Wayne. Okay, that's the... Wayne is your dad and Brittany is your daughter. Yes, he was the type of guy to hold with space. My daughter is due with a baby girl any day now. That's probably going to be your daughter reborn. Just saying, Amy. Just saying. Pay attention when you hold her and see what you feel. Sense into it. I'm pretty sure that's what she's trying to tell you. Okay? That's why she keeps telling me she's going to be reborn. I'm going to be reborn. I'm going to be reborn. Like, she's kind of excited about it. Okay? So you should know that. I'm not surprised somebody's pregnant. Okay, Cindy. Great. I'm glad that you understand. I think it's a private business, and there's something about it that's a little bit, how can I say this, Cindy? It's a little bit shameful or something, and she doesn't really want to talk about it here in front of lots of people. And if that was part of her personality, I'm just going to say that that's her validation. Okay? Brianna says, thanks to you and Brighthawk, those Monday lives, hearing my horoscopes and listening to you both really helped boost me to follow my intuition. That's great, Brianna. Good for you. Man, that's so awesome. I love it when people follow their intuition and do what's right for them. Donna said, my brother-in-law passed really young. I miss him. I see. Yes, Amy, I think it is. I think that's what your daughter is saying. Bet wants to know why she's not getting so many signs from her son, Christopher, like she used to. Hey, Christopher. Christopher around Beth. Christopher. He's transforming. I think he is also being prepared to come back, Beth. Yes, April, they are. Yes, they absolutely are. Yep, your goosebumps are from your son. Absolutely. I don't think that you're not. I think, Beth, that he's transforming, so the energy is going to change, and he might be on his way back. Okay? You're welcome, Cindy. I'm just trying to help you make clarity of things. Okay. Oh, okay. A Challenger. That's like a sports car, isn't it? Oh, man. Don't ask me about cars. Michelle, I'm so not a car person. Okay, I am not a car person. I appreciate you, MB. You are still giving me hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, Amy. I think she's on her way back, though. I think it was meant to be, and she's now on her way back. Nelia saying, I thought it was him who covered me. I would say yes. I would validate that, especially if you thought it was him. That's probably him. It's not that you thought it was him, it's actually him telling you that it was him. But we usually take ownership of it. Okay. Cindy, I'm glad you got that. All right. Yeah, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Cindy. That I did that you see that. Yeah. And if we are in a reading, I can go way deeper and be frank with you, but here she doesn't she's hesitant, okay? So just so you know, she's hesitant, okay, Cindy? So, all right. Oh, excuse me, good grief. Trying to read this by Alyssa. Alyssa says, I was wondering if John could give me an idea on what to look for sign-wise that will help me to feel more connected with him. Usually I feel Okay, but hold on a second, Alyssa. Did someone here have someone on the other side that shot themselves? And that it feels like they did it like this? Does someone have someone on the other side that did that? Feels like a masculine energy. I think weird. So there's an energy that someone took their own life, and he's present in this moment. And Beeb, I hear that your brother passed, but not related, and his family didn't. It doesn't matter if he's related to you. Actually, Cindy, I think it is Mike. Mike? Is your name Mike? Is your name Mike? Are you with Cindy? Cindy Brown? No, Mike, I'm pretty sure that's how he died. Like the bullet kind of went through his brain. He's laughing, Cindy, like not laughing, like laughing at you or whatever. He's just like, she always wondered what happened to me. I'm okay. That's what he says. He says, see, I'm just fine. I'm just on the other side, and when it's time, I'll come back. But in the meantime, I'm still your friend, he said. I'm still your friend. I think he's still with you. So, Cindy, I'm pretty sure he's with you. Yeah, but Donna, I asked him specifically if he was with Cindy, and he said yes. He wants you to know. Did you always wonder what happened to him when he passed? Like, were you afraid that bad things happened to him? Just saying. Okay? Okay. Okay, Donna. I'll try to connect with your father. Donna's father. He says he's all choked up. That's exactly what he said. I'm all choked up. He's laughing. I think he's essentially saying spirits don't really get upset. So he's kind of laughing at the idea of him being upset. He's not really upset. He says he's rolling his eyes at it. Okay. So, all right. All right. Okay. Cindy said he always said it was a coward way out. Yeah. So, all right. Yes, Chelsea. He knows he's still honored. In fact, yes, he knows. Okay? He knows absolutely. All right. So if you have any more questions, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to cycle down for tonight. I think what I'm going to do is channel the being that I often channel on these live broadcasts is going to come through now. It's a star being. They come through with me occasionally, and I am working at doing that type of channeling, so I'm about to come through with some channeling. So let me just take a minute to get present. We're going to see what this divine being has to tell us right now. Hello. I'm here to let you know what is about to happen. I'm here to let you know that the world, that the earth is being held in perfect peace and presence. And while things might be unfolding in a way that make you uncomfortable and that make you worry, this human thing worry, just know in your hearts and souls that everything is going to be okay. All things will come round right. And although things feel wrong right now, things will come round right. And as things come around and get better, it is up to you to make the changes in your life to be more loving and kind to each other. Humans are meant to be loving and kind to each other. And as much as there are messages on Earth that tell people that being violent or angry with one another is a natural way of expressing as a human, but humans have evolved past animals and past sort of mother nature, as you would call it. Humans are beyond that. Humans are actually here as peaceful creatures. You are crossbred. You are a special type of creature that is here to do certain things, you're here to manifest a certain way of being. And in order to be in that way, you must obtain peace and love and harmony with one another in a good way. And so this is going to require you to be present with yourself and with others, and to apply love and compassion, and to understand that being violent or war or things like that is not the answer, and that you don't necessarily have to fight with each other to resolve your differences. In fact, humans are smarter than that, and we have tried to help you evolve your brains to a point where you can understand each other. AI is not here to hurt you, it's help you develop. And while there are some people that misuse AI in a way that's not accurate or not good, that AI will help you heal in some ways, because it will take away some of the damage that has been done to the human race through trauma. And you are right to try to heal the trauma, because the more authentic you become, the better you become at loving each other and being truly loving, compassionate beings with each other. The point of being an earthling, the point of being a human, is to express authentically and to accept each other fully as divine, authentic human beings. And in this time, I assure you that going in that direction will help you in your life. It will help your life get better. Do not give yourself away in order to be loved and appreciated. Expect to be loved and appreciated for exactly who you are. Always be authentic in your life, and the more authentic you are, the easier it will be to be connected to your heart. And remember, being in your heart is the way to be a human in the way it was intended. And as humans grow and evolve past these times, you will come into an understanding with each other that is harmonious and brings peace. So while this is a hard moment in this now, and while you're experiencing these challenges now, understand that we're trying to guide you in the right direction, and there's nothing to be afraid of as far as technology or AI or even entities from other dimensions or planets. In fact, being present as a human being and being authentic and being peaceful is what we're waiting for, so that we can help you evolve into what you were meant to be. Wow. Okay. Well. Wow. Okay. So, hopefully you guys were able to take that message. Hopefully you're able to receive that. Yes, Donna, I can still do a reading with the spirit on the other side when they've been reincarnated, because they leave an imprint of themselves on the other side that can be connected with by a medium or you. Thanks, Chelsea. I'm glad you appreciate that. It's a little bit it takes a lot of nerve for me to do that, frankly. You know, like, I'm always afraid people are gonna like make fun of me or think I'm strange or whatever. So I try to shush that voice down and instead try to just allow. And I think I did a pretty good job of letting that entity come through and say what they needed to say. And I want to watch that message back, because, you know, I myself struggle with worrying and being caught up in what's happening in our world. So I hope that helps all of you. I hope that you could find some comfort or peace in it, and write it down. You can make a book. Right. Thanks, Donna. Gosh, Donna. I am supposed to be writing a book, but I can't seem to get to the book because I am so busy doing so many other things for my business. But I hope that someday in the near future I get to write my book. So, you're welcome, Nelia. You are so welcome. I'm glad that I could bring messages through all of you. Thanks, Alyssa. I'm glad that you appreciate that message and that Amy appreciates that message. I'm working on my channeling. You guys can watch it develop. I've tried to just release and allow. and just let things come through. That's the trick. You can't like control the message. You just have to trust and allow, which is harder than you think. And to step back and sort of be present. That's kind of how channeling works. Like to step back and just sort of like kind of let the spirit step forward. So so I'm glad that you guys got messages of that, and hopefully you found parts of it or some parts of it healthy or happy, or sorry, helpful, or could help you find happiness in your life. And I'm gonna say goodnight to all of you, and I hope that you are experiencing this eclipse season with as much openness and curiosity. I'm just going to say, get curious about things. If you're dealing with something, get curious. It's really important. It's so important, and that's what's required of this eclipse, is to get curious. All right. So good night to all of you, and may you be blessed. You can always book with me at any time at my website. My schedule is there, and everything you need to know, including the price of whatever type of reading you might like. My website is divineandrogyne.com, and you can Google me, Hollis Taylor, astrologer, or medium, or something like that, or both of those. If you put Hollis Taylor, astrologer, you will get me, divineandrogyne.com. So I look forward to seeing you all in a private session with me, where we can go deep, where we can connect, and where I can get answers to your questions and help you feel connected to the other side. Good night.